2026 is being marketed as the year AI agents finally take over complex tasks from start to finish. The promise is that you can give an AI a single prompt and let it handle the rest. But many tools that claim to be autonomous agents often turn out to be standard chatbots with hidden paywalls. When moving beyond simple conversation into multi-step workflows, the handoff between research and actual delivery frequently requires human intervention to keep the process moving. This is the execution gap. It's the moment where an AI might research a topic and generate text successfully, but lacks the broken link necessary to deliver the final product to its destination. To find out which tools can actually bridge that gap, we applied a standardized stress test to 4 of the most popular platforms available. Each platform was assigned a practical task: research the state of electric vehicles in 2026. This requires pulling data on battery range improvements and charging infrastructure, much like the production line seen here, to create a structured report. The final requirement was the most difficult. The agent had to compile that report into a PDF and email it directly to us without being asked twice. We graded each platform based on how much work it took to set up, the accuracy of its data, its processing speed, and whether it could actually finish the delivery. This test wasn't just about how well these tools can write, it was about whether they could manage a complete workflow so the user doesn't have to. First is N8N. Unlike a standard chat window, this platform uses a node-based system where you build a workflow by connecting different functional blocks together. The setup involves significant friction. You have to manually configure third-party API keys and troubleshoot the connections between nodes before you can even run your first prompt. Because of the technical requirements and the constant manual adjustments needed to get it running, N8N was the slowest platform in this evaluation. The results also faced a major accuracy hurdle. Instead of pulling live data, N8N relied on training data from 2023, making its report on 2026 EV trends factually incorrect. While there is a free self-hosted tier, using their cloud service for larger tasks scales quickly, reaching up to $800 a month for enterprise-level use. You spend a lot of time on setup in exchange for the ability to customize every specific link in the chain, but that effort is wasted if the final output is based on 3-year-old data. ChatGPT offers a zero configuration experience. Most people are already familiar with the interface, and you can start the task immediately without setting up external tools. It is efficient, completing the research and formatting a downloadable PDF in roughly 4 minutes. The report provided an accurate look at the market, correctly identifying popular models and consumer adoption rates, as seen in this busy BYD showroom. However, ChatGPT stops short of finishing the job. It cannot natively send emails, so the user still has to manually download the file and send it themselves. Despite the speed and the lack of setup costs, the workflow remains incomplete. You are still the one responsible for the final delivery. Claude is a browser-based tool that requires no installation or API configuration. You just open a conversation and start. There is a slight speed trade-off here. The full generation process took about 5 minutes, making it the second slowest tool that actually finished the task. Its major success is that it finished every step. It researched the data, created the PDF, and successfully sent the email without needing any external help. Pricing is structured similarly to ChatGPT, with a $20 monthly plan for users who need more frequent access for heavy workloads. Sacrificing 1 extra minute of processing time is worth it if it means the task is actually finished. Claude is the first tool in the test to handle the entire workflow end-to-end. Base 44 super agents work differently because they are part of a larger integrated application ecosystem rather than a standalone chat assistant. Because it doesn't need to connect to external APIs to function, it recorded the fastest completion time in the test at just 3 minutes. The research was consistent with the current market, identifying specific charging infrastructure developments and range improvements that match 2026 data. It handled the PDF and email steps on the first try. Because it's built into an app platform, that output can also be used directly inside working web applications. The trade-off is the cost. Users have to use Base 44's credit system, which can range from $20 up to $160 a month for the highest tier. By committing to the Base 44 ecosystem, you get a system that handles the entire task in one go. It was the only option in this test that required zero manual intervention after the initial prompt. A useful AI agent should remove steps from your day. Find a tool that finishes the job rather than giving you more work to manage. To pick the right platform, you have to weigh your technical comfort level against how much of the process you want the AI to handle. For non-technical users who want to build full applications and need the highest level of automation, Base 44 is the clear choice. The credit-based system is the price you pay for getting the work done with the least amount of effort. If you need reliable automation for daily tasks without a new platform subscription, Claude is the best fit for an everyday user. It might be a bit slower, but it's the most accessible way to bridge the execution gap without any technical setup. If you are already using the OpenAI ecosystem and don't mind handling the final delivery steps yourself, ChatGPT remains a reliable standard. Just know that you will remain the manual link for routing files and sending emails. Avoid high-friction platforms like N8N for simple tasks. These are tools for developers who need to host their own workflows and require granular control over every node. Zero-code automation is possible today, provided you choose a platform designed to cross the finish line rather than one that just generates text.